Nice.
My rewards.
Hello back, I'm front. Man, I used to be in a server where like we would do those kinds of jokes all the time, like dad jokes. I don't remember if it was me that started it or somebody else. It was probably me though. Like I get into puns every once in a while for a good while, like not just like a week, but like a couple months. Where people just kind of have to learn to love to hate me.
I'm gonna
um
talk to the blacksmith real quick before our next quest. See if I can
Racist.
upgrade this lance.
Sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
didn't name
Just
it the blacksmith.
any any time that blacksmith comes up, I just want to scream that just because I don't know. But yeah, I'm glad that we got Lagombi on video because like you know how every monster is kind of different from each other, but like rarely will they do two different monsters that are kind of the same. I mean, I guess you have Rathalos and Rathian. But Lagombi and Gasarag kind of seem like comparing a rabbit to a hare. Um, and they fight in the same area and they have kind of the same powers too. It's like I wonder if they're of the same evolutionary line almost.
That's possible.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I
I
just
do want
realized
to, yeah.
I can just make the defender lance.
Oh yeah, that's right. And yeah, because once the DLC comes out, you can just like have the good one that carries you through low rank. I wonder why they don't, or do they have defender armor? I think they do.
I'm gonna
I
check. I
there's a black
remember
belt
I had all
thing.
those. Uh,
All those
um, yeah, stuff from the deluxe version I bought that was somehow cheaper than just the standard version because it was on sale.
Oh yeah,
And I
that's
don't know if
right.
those are just skins or if those are actual pieces of armor. And I don't know even who to talk to in town to
The male cat, the
the
mailman.
mail cat.
Yeah,
Okay.
the courier, right by the temple
You know what would be
steps.
really funny is if they made the male cat a female cat.
Oh
Take a
yeah.
good look at everything that's on offer.
Yeah, the
Got all the
female
time in
man.
the world.
Yeah.
I've used that joke before. It's fun to
There's
play
no
around
new
with
add-on
words like
content
that.
to download.
Huh. But yeah,
Well,
from
there's
what I remember
15
from World.
pages of event quests.
Oh yeah.
Probably since
From
the game came out.
yeah.
Like,
From what I remember from World, the deluxe stuff is just like, hey, a whole bunch of gestures and gestures and gestures, and I think like maybe some cosmetic hats. Yeah. There's like a couple skins, but most of it are gestures. I'm just seeing
there's a
what
couple
did we fight?
of
The Lagombi and the
talismans. Here's some layered armors. So yeah, those are just cosmetic.
oh man. I wonder
Layered armor,
if
palico
that's ever
armor.
going to stop. Like every time I hear talisman, I think of Spyro 2. And like, so they did the new Crash Bandicoot game a few years ago. I wonder if they're ever going to do a new Spyro, like based off of the original stuff, not the I mean like Enter the Dragonfly I thought was good, but it just like needed to be expanded into a bigger game. Like it was too short of a game, but like once it got into Hero's Tale and that kind of stuff, it got weird. And then like I thought the reboot was good, but like that's still different. I want more original Spyro fun. Like if they decided to tackle Enter the Dragonfly, if they made it like two, three times the game that it was and just like build off of that. But
Well,
I don't.
I'm sure you played the what was it called? Uh, just they put the first three into a remastered like PS4 game.
Yeah, but like Yeah, they did that, and just like when they did it for Crash Bandicoot, the voice acting, like, it doesn't have the sarcasm, smartassery, and sass that it did in the 90s versions, the original versions. That's like all deadpan and dead inside. There's no emotion to it, there's no impact. Um,
Mm.
and it's like it, and they changed some of the characters' names so as not to offend anyone, and and Hansel and Gretel, they were like, I don't know what they were, like, autistic for lack of better term, I guess.
Neurodivergent, at least.
Yeah, but they didn't want to offend people with that, so they just make them sound like monotone, like how I am right now. And it's very disappointing. And if I was ever going to do Spyro on my channel, I'd probably do the original version, especially because my my PS1 version of Spyro 2 has a skip in the intro. It's good for the rest of the game. It is, but like that is a part of the nostalgia, the fact that I played it so much because it was my very favorite one, that Ripto comes in and Gulp swallows his scepter, and like six times in a row he's like, my scepter, my scepter, my scepter, and like the video will continue normally, but the audio skips until he's gone. So
What are some
like
good dongos to buy since we're playing this game?
I usually do
Money
medic,
dongos?
defender, and yeah, what is the one that I do? Feet, medic, and defender, I think. Uh Pay with money, order the usual. Yeah, that is exactly what it is. And I think those are some of the original ones that you don't have to do quests to look for. You just have them. Yeah.
Hmm. I'll take medic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take moneymaker.
Yeah, that would make sense. What did... Oh, yeah, the Izuki. You know, this was the first thing that I did when I started playing this, before even recording it. Like, wait, am I recording now? Shit. Yeah, I am. Okay, good. Had a little, well, not exactly panic attack, but like,
So, oh my
um,
goodness!
oh my goodness. Like, I'm
I
just
just heard
saying
Seth.
things. I'm saying things usefully. If it's not on video, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters unless it's recorded. Pixar didn't have
Well,
it.
I did post the quest, and I do kind of like this format because oftentimes when we're playing World, we'll go several minutes without saying anything other than like, I mounted it, or ouch, or shit.
Yeah.
uh, but it's fun to like have an interesting conversation, that somebody might watch. I don't know how many people will watch it, but
Well, like if I know that people have dropped off because I haven't done things for a couple months. I kind of just do that when things get like really seriously depressing, and then I start doing videos again. Like usually, I think after 2 or 3 weeks of consistent videos, I start getting added back to the algorithm again, and people do watch these things. Um, and I have enough subscribers now that it's not just like bots that are only viewing for 5 seconds. It's people that'll view for at least like 5 minutes now. So yeah. And we have
yeah,
conversations between ourselves, between each other, like good enough that it's always gonna be a good time.
yeah, it's not just dead air.
Yeah.
Oop. All right. This is that red one with the hooktail.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was before I was panicking over whether I was actually recording or not. I I did this one first, like the multiplayer version of it, where it has more health and more damage, and I was just like getting my ass kicked and dying all the time. And surprisingly, I was able to finish the quest, but it was like almost to the full hour, and I was like a pinch of health left, and I was like, oh no, what have I done to myself?
Hey, I found a
But
cat.
yeah, you do the
Yeah, he's just
solo
chilling.
version of it, and it's very easy, like 5-10 minutes. But then you do this one yourself, and it's like, no, why have I done this to myself?
Um, I see him on the map, but I'm not sure how to reach that spot. It's the bottom right section, and I haven't been there yet. So you'll have
Oh,
to lead.
right. I
Because there's a
jumped.
lot of verticality to these maps
Yeah,
that
I
there
jumped
wasn't
off the cliff
so
already,
much
and I wasn't supposed to do that. There is a path over
in
here.
World.
What about World? Sorry, I cut you off.
Just that there was less verticality in the maps. I mean, there was still some, especially in the forest.
Oh
But
yeah, I was talking about the
this one
forest.
has the wire bug stuff, so like, ooh, let's get some bones.
Yeah, I do like that about this one overworld, that like you press it once and you get all the things that you could possibly get from it. But in world it takes like, I don't know, 10 seconds, which like when you're carving things up, especially near a monster, it feels like it's taken forever. Like grinding teethingly forever. um oh, what is that?
Oh,
S
I see the
cure
path we're
go.
on now.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Oh, there it is. There's the thing that we need.
Can you see
So
all
if
the obstacles in your way?
yeah, but like
Haha!
unfortunately for me, a lot of those obstacles are ones that I have placed there myself because I'm just like not good putting my life together. They are all my own obstacles. And I'll forget about them too. It's like,
Well,
oh, like I dropped whatever I was eating because I was talking, and apparently I can't like hold something and talk at the same time. And then I turn around, why is there shit on the floor? Just like a muffin or whatever. Usually.
this is going so swimmingly, I don't even know how to describe it. Because
Yeah.
obviously the recording's coming from your screen, but I switched from Iron Lance 1 to Defender Lance, and the attack went. It's more than doubled. It was I think 40, and now it's 110.
Oh my god.
And I
Yeah,
get
definitely.
green sharpness, so like I'm sitting here hitting for 20s and 30s.
Nice. Ah.
Oh, there was a 62.
Oh, nice. My favorite number. It's yeah, like were you one of those that watched SpongeBob, or like did you or your parents just think it was too stupid to watch?
I watched some SpongeBob.
Well,
I
what
mean,
yeah, one of the
I met
earlier
Tom Kenny's
ones.
best friend one time.
Who who was that?
Tom Kenny. Tom Kenny is SpongeBob and the Ice
Well,
King
like the
from
best
Adventure
friend. You were
Time.
saying Tom
Oh,
Kenny's
his
best
name was
friend.
yeah, his name's Bobcat Goldthwait. He was a comedian in the
Oh,
90s, and I
yeah.
went and I saw him, and he was a super nice guy. I met him after the show. This is only a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
And I was telling him this anecdote where I hadn't thought about him in years. Because, I mean, he was like one of the little imps from Hercules, Pain and Panic,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Like,
Ah.
he's been a lot of things over the years. I think he was in Police Academy from the 80s, but that's before my time.
Oh yeah, I
But,
remember
yeah,
that. I
there's
I
one
only
episode
remember
of
Steve
Adventure Time.
Gutenberg from Police Academy. I know there was like a whole lot of other people, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, and the guy that does the sound effects.
Yeah, the one that they
Can't
make
remember
fun
his
of
head.
in Family Guy.
Winslow, something Winslow.
Yeah, Mike Winslow, I think.
Um, Yeah.
Or Carl wins. No, that would
But
be
anyway,
from Family Matters. Oh, there's the rabbit. The return of the beast. Oh, cool. I can do this thing.
Wait. Oh, you're doing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the prompt for me, but you... Oh, wait,
And
I
the
can-
bird is here
there
too.
was a
The
prompt-
Acnosom.
There was a prompt for me to ride the rabbit, but I missed it.
Oh.
You just do this while I sharpen my weapon.
Oh. I was
This is a
gonna
little
launch
ripped
the
from my blood.
monster, but Oh, well,
Oh, good,
that's
good,
fine.
good. He left. I'm gonna
Oh,
leave
nice.
this thing on the ground.
Somebody joined our lobby in Quest, so we get another friend. What are they doing? I think it looks like Lance, like you, right? Oh, hey, I'm on the
Yeah,
rabbit.
that's what it looks like.
So now I can
Well,
just
you
like
don't
hit
need
the
to
bird. Yeah, but like free materials, you know?
Oh, you do you.
Yeah.
I'm just going.
And I still remember that thing, and that's like why I know how to do it. That Nickelodeon commercial where Tom Kenny was showing how to do the SpongeBob laugh, and he grabs the front little bit of his throat and shakes it up and down to do the
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that too.
Yeah. But anyways,
Oh, yeah,
with
but-
62, it's because one of the earlier episodes, it's one of the first few Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy episodes where they're taking care of the cave and they find Man Ray, and he's got the tickle
Right.
bell, and it's just like, you know, he wants to stop being tickled because like it's past that point, and he's just like, you know, I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. What is it? 62. Ron. And it just like the first number of times that I saw that, it just hit me so hard that like 62 became my favorite number. I think that's another reason why I think they're also why my favorite letter is W. W for
Wumbo.
Wumbo. Wumbo, Wumbling.
I
It's
literally
first grade,
stole-
SpongeBob.
I used to do that at work all the time.
Yeah.
Just because there was some, we served jumbo shrimp, which incidentally were not the biggest shrimp that we served. They were just labeled jumbo shrimp, and then we got like really big shrimp, and then butterflied them, and covered them in pecans and other stuff, and fried them. But that's not the point.
Yeah.
The point is, I'd just be like, "Hey, got an order for Wumbo. W for Wumbo."
Nice. Yeah. I've
Oh, but
I've cut you off a couple times now. Yeah, Bobcat Goldplate
Yeah.
and Tom Kenny. Yeah.
yeah, it's just So we go and see him, me and my dad. But
Yeah.
this is actually part of the story. Is I'm laying in bed just messing with my phone. It was my day off. It was kind of early in the morning. I just got totally whipped by that fucking tail right there.
Yeah. He does that.
And Adventure Time is on in the background, right? And
Yeah.
there's an episode, because again, Tom Kenny is Ice King, who's a main
Yeah.
character. But there's an episode where Bobcat Goldthwait voices this giant spider with marital problems with his giant spider wife.
Oh.
And,
Yeah, I know the
Finn
one.
and Jake get caught in the web, and then they try to help him with his marital problems. And it's Bobcat Goldthwait is voicing the giant spider. And then that episode finishes, and then about half an hour later, my dad texts me and he's just like, "Hey, this is an outside shot, but like Bobcat Goldthwait's coming to town. Do you want to go see him?" I'm just like, "No
Wow.
way." Right?
I love coincidences like that where life just pairs up. Huh.
Yeah, so that was cool enough. But then, like, when I went to see the show, it was a cool
Yeah.
show. There was several comedians, and I sat in the front row. So, lots of comedians, they'll do a couple of jokes, and then they'll do a little crowd work, right? Two of the three comedians, like, were just like, "Hey, what's your name?" Like, yeah, they were talking to me. right? Including Bobcat, which was pretty cool. Although the first comedian that did it was black, and my name is Graham. I'm not trying to dox myself, but
No,
I
it's
said
okay.
Graham,
They don't
like
know your
crackers.
last name or anything, so it's fine.
Yeah, yeah, but like
Yeah.
crackers, and then everybody cracked up because it was the black guy comedian. He was just like, "Oh, crackers, huh?" I'm
Wow.
like, but not like that, man. I just wanted you to know how to spell it.
You know,
But,
like
yeah, so,
I remember when I learned the like what it actually means, like a whip cracker. I was innocent and I thought that it literally just meant like the cracker, like the food. And it's like, yeah, okay, we're white like crackers. I get it. Haha, that's funny. And then it's like I realized what it actually was, and it's like, oh
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
So that's what that means when we're being called that. And okay. Yeah, put things in a whole new light
But
now.
anyway, so yeah, the whole show goes great, and they definitely ordered the comedians in the right order because the first guy was the least funny, the second guy was funnier, and then Bobcat like killed it. And he
Yeah,
was so
people with
nice
those
because he hasn't
jobs
been,
I
like, super
admire.
famous in
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Like he was in
Ooh,
the
nice.
80s, but
Had a great time. Victory!
yeah, we'll send it to that guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Me and my dad go up to him. And then I tell him the anecdote from the prior day, right? Like, I was watching Adventure Time. And he's just like, oh, yeah, it was the giant spider, right? I'm just like, yeah. And he's just like, you know, Tom Kenny's been my best friend since we were 6 years old.
You see
I'm
this,
just
right?
like,
He's
what?
floating right off the ground.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
floating
I do, yeah.
off the ground.
Well, it's better than under the ground, because then we wouldn't be able to loot him.
Oh, yeah. Right.
If you gotta choose how a glitch is gonna go, I'd
Yeah.
prefer it go
Because
in our
then you
favor.
gotta, like, run around that area and hope that they have, like, 1 pixel of their foot that's still showing, and
Yeah, and then you can loot that.
yeah.
Quest complete.
But yeah, and then, so, to finish out the story, like, that was cool. I got a picture with him, you know, all that stuff. And I'm like, man, I wish I could meet Tom Kenny one of these days, and tell him this story, right?
Yeah.
But, so, Grand Rapids Comic Con is not a huge Comic Con. And it's nearish, it's in the same state that I live in.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. And that's not doxing us
And
either, by
they-
the way, because people know that I live in Michigan. So, like,
okay, cool. Yeah, that's why I phrased it like that. But the D&D group I play in, my DM, he went to the Comic-Con because he does like medieval sword fighting stuff, and they're two big headlining guests.
Hey.
And I didn't know this, otherwise I would have gone. Were Tom Kenny and also George Takei.
yeah.
From Star Trek.
From Star
right?
Trek. I
And-
almost said Star Wars.
Yeah,
I don't
and-
know if people would get mad at this day and age, 2024. But, yeah.
Yeah, well, sometimes it's a slip of the tongue, but if you're genuinely ignorant, then yeah, I could see nerds getting upset.
Yeah,
I mean,
there were
they're
the
nerds
Star
themselves,
Trek
but-
Wars, and then there were the Star Wars Trek
the Star Wars Trek, yeah.
from Futurama.
And that's the same episode that George Takei is in. Actually, he's in a
Yeah.
couple, but yeah. In any case, yeah, my DM is just in this one of the smaller bathrooms in the venue. It's only got 2 urinals, and he's peeing. And then George Takei and his bodyguard walk in, and George Takei stands right next to him and pees. And I'm just like, you rubbed
Well-
elbows with greatness, my friend.
It's better than pooping in the urinal. That'd be
funniest
kind of an awkward situation. What else are you gonna do with the urinal?
The funniest part. The funniest
Right.
part is, according to my DM, like George Takei goes to the sink,
Yeah.
you know, to wash his hands, and it's one of those automatic sinks, and he's just like to his bodyguard, "I don't like these kinds of sinks." I prefer the old ones.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like just ones
because
where you
like
actually turn a handle, you know what I mean?
because yeah, you were talking about the automatic ones, right? Like it's like you've got to wave your hand in front of it, kind of like you're trying to pass cards to somebody, and you've got to do that 3 or 4 times for the water to be like, okay, I'm gonna stay on for the next 5 seconds instead of just doing it for a
Yeah, and then
tenth of a
turn right
second.
back off.
Right. Yeah, seriously. It's like I like that technology has improved, but you know what it could actually do? Work! It could work!
Let's see.
Oh
I'm just looking
god.
for armor, because currently I'm wearing the base armor, which has each piece has a defensive 1. So I have a
Yeah,
defensive 5 total.
yeah. Oh yeah, that
Uh,
is one of the things that I was going to say. You were talking about like how people like line up comedians or like even how they line up concert people or like casting directors. I admire those kinds of people because like they are definitely on their shit. Like they know exactly the right things to do in which order, and it's like the older version of somebody versus the younger version of somebody, and they match them up so well in shows and movies, and it's like, how do you do that? Your minds are on a level that I just can't fathom. It's like people that can do Rubik's cubes in like 5 seconds. Those
yeah,
kinds of people.
actually, Rubik's Cube is just a matter of practice. I can't do it, but I have a friend, and he's no genius. He's not a dumb guy. But, like,
He's no
he
genius,
literally
but
just
he's my friend
practiced.
anyway. Just like me.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
he's not like some super prodigy,
Yeah.
Einstein guy. He's just a guy, and
Yeah,
he
he's not a
drives a
portal
truck for a
builder,
living.
but he can read.
Uh, yeah, and he just practiced it over and over,
Yeah.
and yeah, you just get good at it. He got so good that regular Rubik's cubes aren't good enough. You gotta get like custom made ones that slide
Oh
better.
my god, those ones that are like, okay, here's a normal square, and then there are 3 lines of paper thin, uh, those ones just like the you know how when
Yeah,
like a
you
TV
can
screen
lubricate them
breaks
with
or
like
whatever.
graphite powder,
Yeah, like a TV
so
screen
so that
breaks or
they slide a
whatever, and
little
you'll have
better.
those lines going across the screen. It's like that, but like in a Rubik's Cube. That's how it looks. But I also know the trick where you can just like peel the stuff off and just make everything the same color. Paint is
That
also a thing.
would take longer than a truly good cuber, I think is what they call
Yeah.
themselves,
You know
to
what?
just solve the cube.
Actually,
Uh,
I already like give away the idea for the video, but like I should do that as a short. Just like buy a Rubik's cube, drop it into a bucket of red paint, and walk away, and just have like an explosion effect. Like heroes don't walk away from explosions. I mean, they don't look back. Fucking stupid right now. Damn it.
I posted a quest for
The
one of those
rabbit.
rabbit bitches.
Noise.
Yeah.
Revenge.
This time it's gonna go way faster. I wanted to take us almost 25 minutes for that first one. Well,
Yeah.
no, it took us about 20 because for the first 5 minutes I was just wandering around and I didn't even know it was a large monster. I thought it was something like the Aptonoths or
Oh yeah,
the
like
tusked
the
creatures, the
herbivores.
furry,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And then
the
I'm just like, oh
gastrodon or
no,
the
this is a real
castodon
creature.
or yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
As opposed to the fake ones, but like I mean, semantics when we're
No,
playing a
they're
game. Um, yeah.
well,
Uh,
in world it was separated into endemic life and large
Small
monsters.
monsters and large
And
monsters. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And small monsters were like, you know, Jagras. Just regular Jagras.
Oh
Or
yeah, I
Castodon.
see. I see
Or
regular Jagras in this game, but do you remember if
Banthos,
there
you
are
know,
great
just
Jagras in this?
I have no idea.
That's
Probably
weird.
not.
Cause like the small
I
monster
posted it.
came over, but
You're the
yeah,
one that said,
but yeah, I know I've got to ready up, but we've been doing things for half an hour, so I'm probably gonna like switch out the recording, like switch out the deck. um,
Word.
word.
Oh, do you like edit these like
Just a
together
second.
into like a longer video? Because if so, I'd love to have another smoke.
Oh,
Yeah. Not to
then I will.
encourage younger folks that might be viewing.
Oh, I don't care about that. They can make their own decisions.
Yeah. Don't smoke, guys.
Don't smoke.
But
I haven't.
don't let anybody tell you it doesn't make you look
Yeah.
cool. Have you ever seen a girl in fishnets and a leather jacket with a nose ring smoking a cigarette outside the concert venue? That lady looks cool.
Oh yeah,
Now she's gonna
definitely.
get cancer, but she
Right.
looks cool.
But like also you can get cancer from just about anything that you can eat, and also like secondhand smoke and everything like that. Like you can't prevent cancer. It's always like it's the big bad thing. Why haven't we fixed that
I mean,
yet?
it's
Like we
just,
have already found cures for everything else. Why are they sitting on their ass like twiddling their thumbs
They're
doing
not
nothing?
sitting on
I
their
mean,
ass. It's
but
because
like
cancer is so widely
yeah, but we've
defined.
known about it for
Basically, it's
decades, and
when your cells malform and start making a problem, and that can happen in any organ for no reason at all. Literally, it can just happen by chance. It can happen because you smoke. It can happen because you get hit by tons of radiation, or maybe you become the Incredible Hulk. But like,
yeah, I'm still
usually it's
waiting
just
for
like
something like
the
that to happen.
DNA,
Still holding
the
out.
DNA gets damaged, and most of the times, the other cells sense that that cell is reproducing weirdly, and
Yeah.
they kill it. So you get cancer all the time,
Yeah.
in
So,
very, very small amounts.
but
When
here's
it
the thing too.
becomes
You're
big
talking
and
about all this
untenable for your
information
own
about
immune
cancer,
system,
so we know about all of this stuff, and we have known about all of this stuff for decades, and we've been researching this kind of stuff for decades. We know exactly what cancer does, how it does it, why it does it. So like the fact that people haven't found a cure is kind of odd. Like I don't want to go like the
well, it's
whole
sort of
Family
like the
Guy
cure
route
for
where
immortality, man.
like I don't want to
Like
find
eventually,
the
your cells are just gonna degrade. Like,
sorry, I just like I stopped thinking because how do I want yeah.
you can't live forever. Eventually, something's gonna go wrong, and usually,
You
it
know,
is
it's
cancer.
weird about that
For most
is that
people,
they
like, throughout
actually
history.
are researching a cure for death, and like they actually
Yeah.
yeah, they are because like it's
No, I'm not laughing
telomeres.
at you. I'm just saying, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Telomeres. That's
that's the
the
thing that wears down
usually
in you, and
a
eventually
cell
you run
that
out of telomeres, and then you die, or you age, and then you die.
yeah a cell that reproduces wrong has a set of telomeres that tell it kill itself, right?
Yeah,
But when those telomeres are damaged, then it just reproduces, and that's cancer, right?
yeah,
So, like, sometimes those things just wear out with age. Sometimes, like I said, they're damaged through carcinogens like smoking or asbestos
yeah,
or gamma radiation. Like, if you
yeah,
just walked into Chernobyl, right? Like, yeah, you're going to get all kinds of cancers very fast.
yeah.
Because it's
Before
just
I
going to
forget
damage
about
your
it,
DNA.
because like we were talking over each other, I was saying that like I didn't want to go the Family Guy route where they were saying the rich people are keeping the cure from cancer away from us so that they
Oh, is
can
it
like
just
they
blend up a
can
bunch of
like
money?
yeah, so that they can like get a whole bunch of money off
No,
of
that was the
chemo
South Park
treatments and
one.
whatever. But like that was but like I still want to say that it's weird that after all this time we haven't found the cure for cancer. But actually though, we are
We
a
do
little
have
bit closer because I think it was
some
like 3 or
cures
4
for
years
some
ago.
cancers.
3 or 4 years ago, they found the cure for AIDS. They did, or at least they started. They started figuring out like one version of it or whatever. It was either HIV or AIDS that they were able to cure, and that was another one of the big ones other than cancer. So like I think it's just like a process of elimination thing, like sometimes how I play games, like there are like say Monster Hunter, for example, with the weapons, like at the very ends of trees, there will be those like 80,000 Zenny weapons that you get, but I get like all the like less expensive stuff first to like build up to it. I think it's like a process of elimination where they're trying to cure all the other diseases, and then cancer is just going to be like the final boss, like Fatalis, and then they'll finally like not have any more distractions, not have any more diseases that they have to cure, and then they can finally cure cancer. And like AIDS was one of the big ones. That was another one of the big roadblocks, and now they can probably like focus on it.
I don't know enough about medicine to
Well,
really
like now they
continue
have
this
no excuse,
conversation.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now they have no excuse. Get
Well,
off your ass and cure
there's
cancer.
lots of diseases, you know.
Make cancer cancer.
Right, but just like solving the cause of genetic degradation is almost impossible. I mean, there's only like 2 creatures in the world that can do that, and they're like jellyfish.
But also, and I think that it's like a religious thing too, that they won't allow scientists to, because like you can turn off genetic markers so that like a disease won't affect you anymore. They know how to do that. They know how to find like genetic tags and all that, and it's like that is one of, I wouldn't say the last realms, but it is like a milestone that once we get into genetics, we'll be able to do like a whole bunch of stuff, curing stuff, but also like improving stuff that we never have before. And like I think that maybe that might be the key, but like we've got to get out of, I wouldn't say that this is the dark ages, but like it's a gray area right now, where we have to be given more permissions, regulated, of course regulated, because like if you get mad scientist shit, like you can just have like tentacle jellyfish people, and like who, I mean, like that would be awesome actually. No, I want that. But
Yeah, no, that sounds incredibly cool.
it does. Like the Asari from Mass Effect. Like just to be able to connect our veins between people and have like a higher experience than sex could ever be, just alone.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just about sex.
Let me
Like
tell
you share
in
memories
Mass Effect
too.
2, I did kill myself in one playthrough. I mean, I saved before, but
Yeah, of
there's
course.
that one Asari where they, like when they
Oh yeah, the ones
they
where
do
they
the
have
thing.
that disease where they'll like fry
And it
your
kills
veins
people.
and it kills you from the inside
Yeah,
out, kind
yeah.
of like cancer would,
I
but
still-
like very
I still-
quickly.
Went there, yeah.
Oh
And I'm
yeah,
just like,
definitely.
oh, that sucks.
It's the same thing with frickin'
I'm laughing because I'm watching you run these laps like you're trying to run ruts into the ground.
yeah,
While
just
we're just
because
talking.
like yeah, like I was trying to end out the video, but then we talked about cancer. I'm going to have to like record this back because I haven't been like properly recording this forward. Um but yeah, go have your
Well,
smoke break and
here,
then we'll start another one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now.
Yep. Have fun.